Weidman, and off we go with Villanova, the top-ranked team in the country, starting with it.
These are those games where you think about jitters. I don't care if you're the #1 team in the country or not. You're on the road. You understand the target is on you.
Here's Brunson coming off that 27-point performance. And the
trying to shift their defenses if you even have a chance at that point.
And Chris Holton, the head coach for Butler, told us before the game, while they've played Villanova tight all 7 times they faced them since joining the Big East, they've just not found a way to score on them. And the reason he was confident they'd have a better chance tonight is because they've moved the ball well this year. And Josh Hart begins the scoring with a corner 3.
Always a tough matchup. He does so many things well. Lay or Jay, what do you want? I mean, you tell him, he'll dial it up for you, and he's always under control. That's why I continue to believe, not just because he's in our league, but that he's the best player in America.
Up top for Weidman, in traffic, able to drop it in. That's a part. At 9 on Sunday, Butler's win against Providence. A game where they shot 62% as a team and ran away with it. Hart backing down into the lane and fouled by Martin.
Outside. A late whistle there, but we got a good officiating crew tonight. And these are one.
If you get noticed, there's 9,000 people in here who are going to let you know it. Keelan Martin knocks down his first shot of the game.
Extend this 1-point lead.
Something Villanova does so well. They've been statistically the top defensive team in the Big East each of the last 4 seasons, corresponding with their 3 consecutive conference championships. Darrell Reynolds gets it to roll home.
Much like Tyler Weidman for Butler, Darrell Reynolds, he doesn't have to be a Shefford. He just has to be somewhat of a presence.
Martin bears a 3.
If you listen to this building a little bit, I mean, it's a fantastic atmosphere, and that's a better shot, I think, for Keelan Martin. There's a reason he's shooting, 42, 43%, maybe forcing a little too much. That offense is going to come to him.
Brunson hard to the rim, able to finish. So quick with that.
And a great job of staying down. It caused Jenkins before the timeout to travel. Stay down on those shot fakes. Contest late if you need to.
If you're watching Villanova, you know how good of a shot fake team they are. Jenkins good on his second triple.
And that shot.
Villanova off to the best start in program history. #1 in the country at 14-0. Butler is 12-2. Unbeaten against the top 25 in 3 games this year. Brunson hits the backdoor cutter, and it's DiVincenzo headed to the line for 2 shots.
About when you bring in freshmen or grad students, how they fit into what you do, especially
what you've built. 3, and 5.
And that comes from Nova having guys who can close.
McDermott into the game and way strong with a 3 that's rebounded by Stravis. Ball never hit the rim, so the shot clock winding down to 3. Woodson got it off, but rebounded by DiVincenzo. Now Jeffrey Anderson said he didn't get it off.
Yeah, I agree with being ready to pass it to the next guy instead of surveying a little bit.
Josh Hart finds Reynolds underneath, an out fake on Weidman, then goes over the top and slams it home.
Yeah, Reynolds is going to watch film and say, you know what, I should have caught that and dunked it the first time.
All right.
You get a shot blocker, you might not be so lucky next time.
Avery Woodson around a Stravis screen. The Memphis transfer to the George Washington transfer. Ethan Savage through the legs.
See what I mean? It's catch. There's no shot fakes for Butler. It's catch, look, but they're not looking at the basket.
And it's all the way down to 3 to shoot as Savage with a teardrop is fouled. They've just not found a way to consistently score against the Wildcats. Here the average is over.
In this building, and they're all to teams in the Big East.
Out of their 11 scholarship players, 6 guys that are new to the program. A pull-up from Savage.
And that's his game. That's I think. per possession.
That's not been a strength for this Butler team. They're not a very good rebounding team.
Right.
But Villanova's not that big. Savage trying to get room in the corner. A step back three from Woodson.
How about that? There's your catch, shot fake, get the guy in the air. So much different than that little stretch they had of just swing, 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 east to west passing.
Bridges rises. And that one is partially deflected, perhaps. I guess not. Out of bounds. It was just teed up. And his assistant's quick to pull him back. He was red hot. And first free throw good from Savage to tie the
Villanova team and Jay Wright. I think that squashes all of that right there.
And Butler takes the lead for the first time as Wright gets teed up by Michael Stevens. Outside Jenkins, dribbles by Martin. With the shot clock winding down, Jenkins gives up his dribble. Now it's Reynolds, 4 to shoot. Trying to get Weidman off his feet. Instead, turned it over. But then bounce right back to Reynolds. And with a change of possession, the shot clock reset. Hart rebounds the Jenkins miss.
And this is where you need guys like Hart, Jenkins, Bridges to try to get themselves, their team under control a little bit, run their stuff.
And a foul before the shot was on the floor. Josh Hart, baseline drive, met at the rim by Travis, and will shoot a pair. See who the foul goes on. 6 for Hart. Better. Purdue, Notre Dame, and then Creighton on Saturday in an 80-7.
Lead them up a little bit. They can play in so many different ways successfully. You see there, Jay Wright calls out a play. They walk the ball up, but they can also get you out in transition if they need to.
Jenkins catch and shoot. Got it.
Yeah, he's just going to have to keep shooting. You know, never be ashamed that you have the green light to shoot that ball every time. Even though you won't, you can. But you should think like that. You should think like a shooter all the time.
He's got it here with an up fake. Got Woodson off his feet. Got to the rim. That's a dimension of his game he didn't have earlier in his career.
But the wide open jumpers allowed him to do that. I mean, it gets to the point where all he has to do is, you know, flare his nostrils to get you up in the air. I mean, raise the eyebrows, whatever you want. He's going to get you off your feet, and now he has that.
Villanova has answered a 9-0 Butler run with a 7-0 run of its own. Here's Andrew Travis, their second leading scorer on the season. Pulls up and gets his first bucket tonight.
As a senior, this should be a push-off. Savage was a little off-balance trip there.
Fun for Josh Hart. Villanova.
Of it, you're scoring with the clock stopped. I mean, you couldn't really be in a better position if you're Villanova.
A tap out, tees up Pascal. They had it halfway down and out.
And I like that shot for him. He was open. Guys are retreating, trying to find each other.
Kamar Baldwin with a tough move and finish. For Butler. Villanova quickly back this time. Martin launches from downtown and ties the game.
He has a chance to be a terrific player. Great for him.
DiVincenzo quickly back in. Now in the hands of Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson facing up on Baldwin. He backs down and able to bank it in, showing you how
in transition when you're catching Villanova, trying to find guys and switching defensively, and then shot fake, just what Villanova does. Get guys off their feet.
Brunson in the lane and gets it to roll home.
I mean, really, what can't the kid do? You know, he posts up, he takes his time, ball fakes, up and under. That time puts it on the floor. Mid-range game is solid.
He's got 6 today after 27 on Saturday. Baldwin with a pull-up mid-range. Got it to snap a 6-0 Villanova run.
But how did it start? The shot fake first. You know, you don't just wake up in the morning and say, well, my dad played in the NBA. I'm going to be a great player. You have to work at it. And that's exactly what Jalen Brunson does every day.
Controls with the 10-second differential in game and shot. With a mismatch here against McDermott. Tries to go by him. Up and under and in.
I tell you what, the shot fake, the pump fake, it is, boy, it's just not utilized enough.
Final seconds of this first half. Baldwin with 5. Kamar Baldwin steps inside the arc, throws it up and hits it. On the wing, it's Baldwin. Finished that first half with a teardrop. Andrew Travis thought about it. Martin has it knocked away, able to get it back with 10 to shoot. Lewis skips it into the corner. Travis drives in the paint. Tough shot goes for Andrew Travis.
Tell you what, fortunate there too. You had numbers as Jenkins slid across half court going for the steal. But heads up play by Andrew Travis to not settle for that 3 with the guy running at him. Got it done the hard way.
Butler trying to knock off #1 for the second time in program history. They beat top-ranked Indiana in 2012. #1 playing in Hinkle Fieldhouse for the first time since the early 50s. Jalen Brunson underneath, and the first man into double figures. Winners of 20 straight back to last year's national championship run. Brunson with the jab step. Now goes into Baldwin. Lost the handle into the hands of Martin. Martin finds Baldwin at the other end, getting rejected by Jenkins. In the hands of Lewis. Travis drives. Baldwin sweeps through the lane. It's Travis. That's a 3.
He's done such a terrific job. He's taking better shots. He's waiting for them to come to him. He's not forcing them.
What a contributor all 4 years for Butler. 45 in white. Shot clock inside of 10. Brunson with 5 to shoot. Trying to find some room. Bounces back for Bridges, who reverses it up. No. And a long rebound to the floor. Travis pulls it out of the mess. Here's Whiteman.
And that's what Butler does. That's how you get your crowd back into
it. It's Brunson putting Villanova back in front in the blink of an eye. Travis on the lob, and back and forth we go.
On the possession arrow over at the table. It takes really the control out of the player's hands. I don't like it.
Jenkins off a designed inbound play to hit a 3. When he's in rhythm, he's as good as anybody out there.
You just can't forget about him. I think the national championship game should tell you that. And all it takes is one shot to get going or to win it. He showed us that last year.
And deep they go. Fowler able to bank it in. And Fowler's first points of the game. Jenkins pops. Martin stayed on his feet. Jenkins went by him. Bounced into the crowd. Somehow got it back. High in the air and tipped out. Brunson finds DiVincenzo with 3 to shoot. Brunson from way outside. He knocks it down. Martin working against Hart. Gets inside and will shoot two. Easy on the like it. His role and his scoring has gone up each season. Spot duty as a freshman, still as far as.
That's such a great feel for the game. Chris Holtman says he works hard.
Pascal trying to go by Martin. Outside DiVincenzo, who buries his first field goal of the night.
How about that? The ball movement, the swing, all set up by the drive. All heads turn to the basket. DiVincenzo wide open. Great delivery by Pascal.
And the lead back to 4 for Villanova. Here's Fowler. Travis goes by Jenkins. Reverses it up and draws it.
Textbook basketball. Pass the ball, drive it. All the heads.
Travis now leads Butler with 11. Back to a 2-point game.
Dodged a bullet there because Travis missed from up top.
Brunson drives by Savage. Got him off his feet and has 17 to lead all scores.
I tell you, it's so underestimated, the head fake, the ball fake, and the shot fake. Jalen Brunson's bringing it back, but Rick Brunson, that's all he did. And when I see Jalen, I see his dad with the ball fakes, the shot fakes.
You're not the only one guilty of having a Rick Brunson come out now and then.
I played against Rick, so I know it very well.
Avery Woodson rips a 3. And back. Now Reynolds a free throw line jumper, and he's fouled by Savage.
And I think God bless you.
Yeah, 2 seconds on the shot clock. Guy that's not a jump shooter.
Yeah. You know, only taking 3 shots, but he was finding guys and keeping the pace.
A show. Lob inside for Fowler. Skins and too strong. Travis comes out of the mess. Now turns the corner and ties the game. And Villanova recovers defensively. Martin straight away. This place is just waiting to explode in a tie game with 5 left. Hart, their leading scorer, just 1 of 8 from the field today, and he banks that one in with a foul. So many. And as quiet as he's been today. Savage by DiVincenzo with a finger roll high off the glass.
Trying to accept it.
Baldwin trying to get free and does. Rattles around and out. Offensive rebound, and Woodson puts Butler in front.
Where will the answer come from?
Usually right here. And it does again. Josh Hart 2 more.
In the game late, Josh Hart just feels it.
13 for him. Savage navigating to the rim, drawing the contact and banking it in. Butler's only led this game for about 4 minutes total, with 2.5 to go, up by 1.
At least they're trying to run some high pick and rolls, some down screens, get it into his hands.
Martin now with a does it. And the three-point lead, the largest of the game for the Bulldogs. Jenkins, tipped away and stolen. Savage the other way, in the foul!
Prove to people that he belongs in a Butler uniform.
The lead is 6.
2 seconds could matter.
Sure could.
Tonight.
Brunson turned the corner and got fouled on the floor, so 1-1.
I just don't know.
4-point game with 1:40. Travis able to split it in the hands of Lewis, the fifth-year senior. Hart defends him with 4 fouls. Travis screens and gets it from Lewis. Baldwin in the corner, crosses over, puts it up, and a rebound from Hart with 1 minute left. Baldwin picks his pocket, at the rim, reverses it in.
You know, you're affecting the game late.
Brunson's got it. Now Josh Hart. Jenkins for 3. Long rebound to Hart, who finds Brunson. Works against Baldwin and lays it in. Jalen Brunson, 2 more from him. They get it into Martin. Travis juggles but breaks the press. And there's the foul that will send Baldwin to the line.
All done their job. You know, guys have come up with steals.
Butler has made all 10 free throws. Brunson fades, leans into the defender and will shoot 3. Make that 2. Jeffrey Anderson steps in and says 2. Brunson. Out there. 23 for Brunson and back to a 4-point game. Takes the front end.
But shooting free throws late games that matter.
He makes both.
Stepped on the floor.
Jalen Brunson kicks it outside for a DiVincenzo 3 that rattles around and is rebounded by Fowler.
That is on the Wildcats 25 for Joe Bridges.
You have to give Butler, they're Butler fans, they haven't beaten Villanova either, so they're excited.
4.8 away from knocking off number 1 for the second time in program. Chris Holtman here in his 3rd season. Brunson airballs a 3. And the 20-game winning streak for top-ranked Villanova will come to a close. Some Hinkle magic tonight as Butler takes down Villanova.